and welcome to NHL Team's tier list. Now, I've done the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, and now I'm saving my favorite league for last, the NHL. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion on every single NHL team. And with all that out of the way, let's get to it. Now we're going to go ahead and begin, and just like last time, we're going to go in alphabetical order. So we're going to start off with the Anaheim Ducks. Honestly, I'm going to give them a D, honestly. I don't really think much of the Ducks outside of their awesome movies, but honestly, I just don't like the Ducks that much. Even when they were really good, I didn't really like them that much. Up next, we got the Boston Bruins. Now, as someone who used to live in Massachusetts, I'm going to give them a B. I love all the players on the Bruins ever since they won the Cup in 2011. I was a huge fan of Tim Thomas as a kid. I still think he's amazing to this day. And I also like David Pastrnak. I like Brad Marchand a little bit. I like Milan Lucic before I realized that he was a sicko. But the only reason why I'm not giving them an A or higher is because their fans can be a little bit obnoxious. And I mean a little, being the key word. But still, I really like the Bruins, so I'm going to give them a B. Buffalo Sabres. F. The Sabres completely suck. They suck. That's all I need to say. And I'm sorry, I cannot respect a team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2011. Calgary Flames. I'm going to give them a C. I just feel like they're right in the middle for me. They are one of my favorite hockey teams from Canada, but honestly, the Flames is mainly what the Flames are. They look pretty good, but once when the playoffs come, they don't attend to show up. But they have a really passionate fan base, can't deny that. Carolina Hurricanes. I'm going to give them a B. I really like this team. I really do. But honestly, I just really don't think much about them, despite the fact that they are really, really good. And this is not an attack on Hurricanes fans, because their team is really good, their fans are really, really passionate, and I just think they're going to B tier. Chicago Blackhawks. Without hesitating, I'm going to put the Blackhawks at A. I've been a fan of this team ever since their dynasty in the 2010s. I really like Patrick Kane, John Tavares. No, not John Tavares. Jonathan Taves, Patrick Sharp, Corey Crawford, all of those players alone, God, they were so good. And now the team has a young star in Connor Bedard, and I really like him too. He seems like a nice guy. And plus their fans are really, really passionate. So I honestly have a lot of respect for the Blackhawks, so they're going to A. Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to give them a A. I really love Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. Those two are awesome. I really love watching them play. Plus, their fans are really, really passionate too, so I have a lot of respect for them. Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm going to give them a B. I've been to a game before, and the experience is amazing. And the Blue Jackets is one of those teams where not a lot of people recognize. And honestly, for me, I do recognize them. Even if they aren't really that good, I still like the Blue Jackets regardless. Dallas Stars. This is a tough one, honestly. Because on one hand, I like them, and on the other hand, I don't like them. But I'm going to give them a D, honestly. Because as a Golden Knights fan, I cannot forgive this fan base for what they did to my team in the Western Conference Finals. They acted so classless when they were throwing stuff onto the ice and threw a beer at Aiden Hill. And I cannot stand Jamie Benn for what he did to Mark Stone. I really can't. But if I want to say one good thing about the Stars, which is kind of the reason why I don't put them at F, is that their fans are really, really passionate for this team. And I honestly respect that. Plus, I really like Jason Robinson. Great player. Detroit Red Wings. Without hesitating, I'm also going to put them at A. I love this team growing up because they were really, really good. And even if they're not as good right now, I still like the Red Wings. And also, I went to a game when I was little, so that was pretty fun. Edmonton Oilers. Without even hesitating, I'm going to put them at A. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins, all of those players alone, I really love watching them for the Edmonton Oilers. Even with Wayne Gretzky retiring like over 20 years ago, this fan base still shows a lot of support for the Oilers. They are loud and proud every single night supporting this team, and I respect that. Plus, I hope I could go to a game one day. Florida Panthers. F. I hate the Panthers. I really do. Their annoying fan base, I just cannot stand. They think they are all that because their team is finally good again. And there's nothing wrong with your team being good again, because when their team was good again, I had a lot of respect for them. But ever since they made that run to the Stanley Cup Finals against Vegas, their fans have just been obnoxious, to say the least. So, yeah, F. Los Angeles Kings. I'm going to give the Kings a D. As a Golden Knights fan, I despise the Kings. But on the other hand, I do respect them for winning 2 Stanley Cups in the 2010s. So, yeah, there's that. But what have they done since winning that cup in 2014? Nothing. It's been all round 1 exits. Also, I really hate Drew Doughty. Oh, do I hate him. He makes me sick. And he just has such a punchable face. Like, I just want to sucker punch his face so badly. And that's how much I hate him. He's such a douche, and Kings fans still like the guy. And it just makes me sick. But if I want to say one good thing about the Kings, I do like their little skits with South Park. That is objectively funny. Minnesota Wild. I'm going to give them a C. They're right in the middle for me. They have such a passionate fan base because Minnesota is known for producing a lot of good hockey players, but their team, much like the Blue Jackets, just hasn't been good, honestly. So, yeah, they're going right in the middle for me. Montreal Canadiens. I originally hated this team because I just feel like they've been bad for a long time, even though they have one of the best attendance in the NHL. But after a lot of time has passed, I've come to have a lot of appreciation for the Montreal Canadiens. Because even when their team is good or bad, they will still show support for this team. And I respect the hell out of that. So I'm going to give them a B. Nashville Predators. I'm also going to put them at B. Much like the Canadiens, even when the Predators are bad or good, the citizens of Nashville will still show support for this team. And honestly, I respect that. And wow, I've said that a lot in this video. But the Predators are, in my eyes, one of the most underrated teams in the league. So I'll comfortably put them at B. New Jersey Devils. Without even hesitating, I'm going to put them at B. Growing up, I loved watching Marty Brodeur as a kid. But with Marty Brodeur retiring over 15 years ago, they will still show support for their young star in Jack Hughes. And yeah, I love the Devils. Not a whole lot, but I do like them. Plus, I went to a game during the Stanley Cup Finals, so that was pretty cool. New York Islanders. Yes, 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 yes. Honestly, as a person who grew up loving the Islanders, I'm going to give them an A. I know I've been a fan of this team despite the fact that they were terrible outside of the John Tavares years. I still remember the awesome memories I've had going to Nassau Coliseum and watching the Islanders play. It was something special for me. And even to this day, I still love the Islanders. So I'm going to put them at A. New York Rangers. As an Islanders fan, you thought I would put them in F, right? Ha! Nope. I'm also going to put them at A. Because I love watching Henrik Lundqvist as a kid. He was amazing. And he should definitely make the Hall of Fame. He was really, really awesome. And I know everybody's going to be like, oh, Chase, you're an Islanders fan. You should hate the Rangers. Well, I was kind of split between the Islanders and the Rangers growing up. I don't know why, but I did. But honestly, I've been to a couple of Rangers games, and it was pretty fun. So, yeah. I like both the Islanders and the Rangers, so whatever. Sue me. Ottawa Senators. I really don't think much about the Senators, honestly. I'm going to give them a D. I'm sorry, Senators fans, I had to. I just don't really think much about you. Your fans do seem passionate, though. I'll give you guys that. But honestly, I just got to give them a D. Philadelphia Flyers. I'm definitely going to give them an F. Because I hate Philly fans. They are the worst. Period. Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm definitely going to put the Penguins at A. I love watching Sidney Crosby as a kid. He was my idol growing up. I love watching him play. It was like watching a movie. He was just unbelievably good. And I even got to watch him win 3 Stanley Cups, and that was awesome. And yeah, their fans are really loud and proud, and Crosby is an absolute treat. So for me, I respect the hell out of that. So I'll give the Penguins an A. San Jose Sharks. Without even hesitating, I'm going to put them at F. I really hate this team. I really do. As a Golden Knights fan, I just feel like the Sharks, they really hate us. Like, they really do. And you guys remember that moment when two Golden Knights fans were proposing to one another and the Sharks fan had to interfere while the proposal was happening? Like, are you kidding me? Plus, I'll never forget Game 7 of 2019. Just thinking about it just gives me the chills. And it still hurts to this day. And I just can't stand the Sharks. I really can't. Seattle Kraken. I'm going to put them at A. Their fans are loud and proud, and plus they seem like nice people too. I went to see the Kraken versus Golden Knights game at the Winter Classic last year, and their fans are always loud and proud. They're always extremely supportive. And plus, their team is pretty underrated, if I have to be honest. St. Louis Blues. I'm going to put them at C. I just feel like they're right in the middle for me. But if I want to have to say one good thing about the Blues, their fans are pretty nice. They're always really, really supportive. Plus, when I went to the All-Star game at St. Louis, it was honestly pretty fun. So, props to St. Louis for putting on an amazing All-Star game. Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, I'm going to put them in S because I'm a Bolts fan. Always have been, always will be. Go Bolts! Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going to give them a big old F. Their fans are incredibly cocky and they talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit. When they make the playoffs, they're just always like, oh, it's going to be our year. We're going to win the Stanley Cup. Oh, we're going to beat the Bruins. And the result of that, an early playoff exit. I just feel like they are the NHL version of the Dallas Cowboys. They always have a really good team, and they would always blow in the playoffs. So, yeah, gonna give them an F. Utah Hockey Club. Stupid name, honestly. Utah Hockey Club? How lazy is that? But in all honesty, they're fine, I guess. So I'm gonna put them at a B. Plus, I really love how Utah is finally getting a professional sports team that is not the Utah Jazz. So, yeah. Good for the Utah citizens, I guess. So, yeah. Plus, I really like Clayton Keller. He's awesome. Vancouver Canucks. I really like the Sedin brothers, but after the Canucks lost the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals, their fans just started rioting. Like, are you kidding me? You guys have to tear down your own city because your team lost a hockey game? Really? I can not respect that. F. Vegas Golden Knights. Well, as a Golden Knights fan, I'm definitely going to put them at S. Right next to Tampa Bay. I've been a fan of this team since they came into the league, and even to this day, I still have a lot of respect for them. And plus, them winning the Stanley Cup in 2023, that was something special. It was so beautiful. Washington Capitals. I'm going to put them at A. I really loved watching Alexander Ovechkin as a kid, and even to this day, I still love watching him for the Capitals. So yeah, gonna give them an A. Winnipeg Jets. They're kind of in the middle. C. Their fans do seem really, really passionate, but they're the Jets, and they really don't do much in the regular season or the playoffs. But they are good again, so that's pretty cool. But as a team itself, I just feel like the Jets are right in the middle, so C. And there you have it, my NHL teams tier list. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.